And welcome back to Straight Talk. Just before the break, we were discussing I guess the board at the radio station not accepting the donation from Brian Goodleaf. When I spoke to Kenneth, they did say that there was it should have went to them, and then the board felt that because it's a community board, that they felt that it should have been everything and nothing at all. But one of the points that he made was that by taking it, then what precedent would that have set for them or for anybody else to have a fundraiser and give the money to other people other than what it was intended for during the fundraiser?
To raise it like in somebody else, into somebody's name, and then not give it to them.
Yeah, so that's why some of the questions had come up. And he also said that he has nothing against the individual, the groups, the organizations that had received the money now. He just felt that if it was reversed and if the money was raised for another organization or another, situation, charity, and it wasn't given to them, but it was raised to them, and they wanted to give the money to the radio station after, they wouldn't have taken it. Just on principle, saying that it wasn't raised for us. It was raised for them. It should go to them, so we can't accept it because you should be giving it to them.
So they should accept it and give it to the radio station.
No, I mean, that's okay.
I'm just kidding.
It's easy to say at this point. But, look, in all fairness to Kenneth, him saying that, there's a certain amount of credence that I give to him saying that, which I don't necessarily put across the board. But,
Right.
the argument is it's easy to say now.
Yeah.
But other people, the organizations are struggling. Like the library got $25,000. I mean, they're struggling to keep their doors open, and they have exhausted going around in the community hat in hand to get funds to be able to keep the doors open. To pay, and we're not talking about king's ransoms and salaries. We're not talking about $100 and something thousand a year for somebody to work there. In order to buy some time to be able to do some fundraising outside of the community, okay. So they need the money. I mean, it would be very difficult for them to say, but there's a
lot of different organizations that need the money.
Well, Mad Group was one of them.
Look at drama now.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, and it wouldn't, to me, whether they'll accept it and what will happen as a result of this now, whether they would be willing to accept it or not, given the controversy that is going to again arise. But I was thinking this morning, if that money is unaccepted, why not? They need the money. The drama club needs the money. The theater needs the money.
Tons of people that would take the money.
I'm just saying.
And they can't afford to be principled.
So,
unfortunately, that's the situation, especially with the current. And I mean, that's been a big story this year. The current economic, the economy. A lot of people are suffering right now, personally as well as business-wise, as well as, and that comes back down to the station.
Yeah,
That comes down to Mohawk TV. It comes down to everybody is suffering right now because the economy is.
If somebody offered us money,
I take
would
it.
like to. But you know what? If I was in their situation, I don't know what I would do.
The thing is too, is that with the radio station,
I
to me, it's like I think it needs to define itself what it is. Is it a business or is it a charity?
Is
You
it
know
a
what I mean? Like,
community organization?
are we
or is it,
volunteering on there? Are they getting, I mean,
that's something that's one of the things that, only because it's something recent that, I think that something will come out in the Eastern Door more on their position and more, I guess.
But I mean, like, we're involved because it is media too. And then, and if you look at the, there's also been a lot of questions about, like, even the board of directors, how much control they have over what content goes over, things like that. The decisions that were made. That was one of the stories this year was with the Ted Bird, the hiring of Ted Bird to do the morning show. So there's a lot of discussion there.
So our next show, which is in 2 weeks, we'll probably cover more. I mean, there's a lot to
There's a lot to
cover. I don't want to put the whole show on.
Okay. All right, so let's move on.
The thing that I would just say is that back in, was it the early fall or late summer, this went back and forth and it was put out to the community, both sides of the story, And I think the community has already made their decisions in terms of what their view on the story is. So.
And I guess
Yeah.
we'll hear some of that
Yeah.
within the next 2 weeks.
And I'm sure a lot will more conspire.
Yeah. So we'll
Or transpire.
moving along, we have.
The bridge. Or
Well,
what?
I did, well,
No,
no,
well-
there were a number of issues with the bridge. I mean, it's the ongoing thing
traffic.
with wage parity. Well, we'll
The
leave
traffic.
out.
That's what affects me.
You know,
I'm sorry.
I was
mean,
thrilled
they're
to hear
closing.
that. I was thrilled to hear that no trucks are going to be allowed for the
Oh,
foreseeable
right now,
fu-
yeah.
And then they put all those concrete things out there now, so that I'm scared about the amount of weight on that end of the bridge. But the trucks were lined up all the way to Saint Constant yesterday.
There was a lot of issues in regards to the wages and the parity and all
Union,
that, and
non-union.
you know, and that was something that covered throughout the year. But one of the good things that came out of all this is that the bridge on our side is going to stand up because it's all new. We changed it. Good job, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Good job.
LaSalle, it's sinking. I mean, the bridge is going to fall
No,
down soon.
it's falling
I mean,
apart.
It's been
ridiculous.
in the news on the other side.
It's been, all the time, and they haven't said anything that too much about it. Now, I had seen them a couple of weeks ago. They were hanging over the sides, putting nets underneath. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You're over the water. It doesn't matter. If the bridge goes down, you're going into the water. The net ain't going to stop you. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I haven't seen a net that's going to stop a tractor trailer. But now, they closed the bridge to trucks. They put up those barriers.
But the trucks are back.
They're back on?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, yesterday I had to go to survival school.
It's coming back this way.
No, they're
They're
back
going
on the
over.
bridge.
No,
over the bridge.
I did notice that when you were coming across the bridge, that there was police actually at the ends on both sides, up to yesterday.
It's MTQ.
Yeah, no.
Well, but empty, well, some kind of security thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Day
that are
before
stopping.
yesterday,
Trucks are not allowed to come across this way.
Well, they're lined up, and they hadn't been lined up. And I know, day before yesterday, we were in the city for an appointment. We came back, and they had MTQ guys on the in the pit coming out of Agrion, there, Upper Machine Road, and then up at the top of the approach, and also close to the Whiskey Trench.
Just before Clermont, there, the exit.
Because there were 3 lanes coming.
You know what I
into one.
find funny though is that they're stopping the traffic for the weight because of the rails.
The barriers.
Because of the rails, but they didn't talk about the 2 times that the bridge fell through in the
Chunks
middle.
fell off.
No,
In
I
the
know.
middle,
I
so
know.
Yeah.
a car will go through, but the truck won't go off at the end. I haven't seen a truck ever go off the side
So,
of
but
that.
here's my point about the other day, is that there was a big, huge tractor trailer, and what they were doing was bringing the concrete
Jersey barriers,
Jersey
yeah.
barriers on there. I mean, that's a humongous amount of weight on an unstable part of the bridge. You know about you?
Yeah.
Champlain's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta go over
I mean,
the
even
bridge.
the Victoria's looking
I have to
better.
go over the bridge today, Wednesday,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm not looking
I
forward to
don't.
it.
Well, the thing is, like I said, what affects me personally is the what do you call it? The traffic, and I think that they've done some really because they've actually had to close off permanently the certain ramps and sides and stuff like that, and they've actually done a really good job because there was projected times of anywhere from 2 hours to get over the bridge, and that hasn't happened.
Time and eternity will always have a problem with that bridge. Anytime you have a bridge running through your community like that,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
one of
about
the things, the other things too, and it may be debatable for some people, I don't know, but my understanding is that both phases that were completed ahead of schedule.
they were, both of
They
them,
were.
you know, that's why I said
So-
congratulations to the guys that
Yeah.
worked on it.
Congratulations on that.
Unfortunately, some of the worst parts of the bridge were never done. I think that maybe those should have been done first. You know,
Yeah,
because
no, I mean, for sure. The southbound side is the oldest side.
and they've been
It's
like that
iron,
for years.
It's not steel,
No.
and it's pretty freaking rotten.
And Wayne Rice actually, during the summer, maybe it was the middle of the summer, he actually said on television, because they were interviewing in regards to I don't know if it was the first or the second time that the bridge fell through, parts of, the concrete fell through, said that we told MTQ to close this bridge off to heavy traffic, like last year or so, before they started their project, because we said it's unsafe. But that's in Phase B, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know.
So with that,
All right, we'll wrap up this segment, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit more, maybe more point by point form with some of the other stories and not get too involved in them. What do you think?
Good.
All right, so we'll be back with more right here on Straight Talk. So don't go away.